Machedo, speaking to you from Machedo.com. Who is Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Today, the date is 29th January 2018. Time right now is 6:41 in the evening. Yes. So, today is 29th January 2018. So, that means I am 41 years old. 41. Can you actually believe that? I am 41. Now, for those of you who see my face, you would say, no, Loy, no, you don't look 41, you look young, you look 20. It's funny because once upon a time, it didn't actually matter when someone told me you look young. In fact, when someone told me you look young, I used to feel pretty bad. I was like, I don't want to look young. I want to look macho. I want to look mature. I want to look like, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, have that, that chiseled chin. I want to look like Sylvester Stallone, those, droopy eyes and mature, like Chuck Norris with that bearded look. And it's so funny because when you're young, you're trying to look older than you are. That is why boys tend to grow, the mustache that they have, a Frenchie, or they try to do a beard and, all that stuff. And some of them try to look like, thug. And then as you grow old, you're trying to look younger. It's so funny, it's like when you're younger, you're trying to look older, and when you're older, you're trying to look younger. It's more like when I was young, I wanted to look big, muscular, huge, massive, and strong. And today I'm trying hard to lose all that weight. It's like I was 52 kilos and I worked from 52 kilos. I was skinny during my college, during my ninth standard. Ninth standard, I was 52 kilos. And today, I'm somewhere in the range of, I was in the range of 108 when I took my steroids. From 52 kilos, went to 125. Then I stopped bodybuilding, I stopped steroids, so I came down to 108. And today, after my bariatric surgery, I'm come down to 81.9 or something like that. So it's really strange because when you're young, you want to be something else. When you're older, you want to be younger. So it's like when I was in school, I was waiting for a day when I would actually become a grown adult. And today that I'm a grown adult, I'm missing my childhood. And also if you think about it, when people are like the people in the West, the people who are white skinned, they're trying hard to get tanned and be brown, while the people in Asia who are brown are trying hard to become white. That's why you have fair and lovely creams in India. Here in Thailand, you have collagen drinks and collagen creams, and everyone wants to look white. In fact, my wife, who's Thai, she keeps telling me, I want my baby to be white, light skin, and it's so funny. It's like Asians want to be white, lighter than they are, but the people from the West want to be darker than they are. And that's why if you see the people from the West, they'll lie naked on the beach and wait for the sun to burn their skin until they become like pink, or their skin seems to be peeling off. So it's really strange. So coming to me being 41 years old, I received a lot of messages. I received a lot of messages from people on Facebook, on WhatsApp. I didn't even bother to reply. Just some of them who are very important to me, like my clients, my VIP clients, or people who I'm dealing with or I have to deal with in terms of my brand, I give them a response. I just said, it's okay, man, chill. The rest of them, there were not many. There were somewhere around 300 and something messages. So I just browsed through them. Everyone was like, happy birthday, HPD, and, many happy returns of the day. I prayed for you. God bless you, blah, blah, blah. Just went through them. Didn't bother to respond because I just don't know. I might most probably just copy paste. Thank you. Getting older is it changes. Your perspective changes with time. Today that I'm 41 years old, I keep thinking about the fact that in another 20 years I'm going to be 60. So realistically speaking, I know that there are 20 more years for me to earn enough and more money. By the time I would reach, let's say, by the time I know that when I'm 60, not many people would want to deal with me or whatever the case. So I need to focus hard on making as much money as I can until the age of 60. But then again, like they tell you, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So that's one thing about my birthday. The other thing which I wanted to share with you is the fact that my mother, apparently, my cousin Patricia, she informed me that my mother is in ICU. She is pretty serious. Apparently, she nearly went into dying or death. That was a couple of months ago. She nearly died, and her organs stopped. She was taking the wrong medication. She was taking Astelin, Ventolin inhaler. So apparently, she was not supposed to take that, and that backfired, or kind of destroyed her system. She went into a shock or something like that. All organs were failing. She went into a coma. Nobody thought she would make it through, but to everyone's shock and surprise, she did make it through. Now apparently she is once again in the ICU. She is sedated. She is having a ventilator. So they're saying that she might most probably not make it through. Now, what do I feel about this? What do I feel about it? See, the thing is, she being my mother, giving birth to me, that kind of attachment is there, that mother, but I don't have those memories. I really don't have those memories. I don't actually remember her so very much, and especially when you're talking about the years that did matter, it's like maybe from childhood until the part I was 20, I was with my mother. We're not actually very close, but that relationship was there. If you actually ask me to identify good memories, there are a couple of memories, like like going out. She would buy me a chocolate, or she would take me out somewhere. But in terms of having a conversation that really mattered, we never had that. In terms of being there for me when I needed her, she was not there. Protecting me from my abusive stepfather, who used to beat the living daylights out of me until blood used to come out, she never did that. If you ask me the memories that I remember of my mother, it would be more like she telling me there is no money. I always remembered my mother telling me there is no money. Even if I wanted to buy a chocolate, even if I wanted to buy a book, even if I wanted to do anything, my mother would say no money. I don't know if you remember these books, Tell Me Why, Tell Me How, Tell Me What, all those encyclopedias, those Britannica encyclopedias. I always wanted them. I always wanted to read them. So my mother would always say no money. If I wanted to go for swimming, if I wanted to do anything, my mother would always say no money. And she would always make me feel inadequate, because she would say, I wish you are like this. I wish you are as smart as your stepbrother. I wish you are that intelligent. So it's not like I've not made peace with all these memories. I'm not bitter. I'm not hurt. I'm not saying, oh, why did you do that? That phase is gone. So I would say from the age of 30 to 35 was where I actually kind of realized my mother didn't actually love me. 20 to 30 was where I was away from the house. 30 to 35 was where I realized, and from the age of 35, that was when, the betrayal took place. If you check 2011, that video that I put on YouTube was where I tried to commit suicide in India. If you want to Google, just Google 2011 suicide video. That was when I realized, this relationship is not worth having, because my mother is never actually there for me. So once again, I got a message. Everyone wants to wish me happy birthday. Okay, so that's what I realized. This relationship is not meant to be. And after that, I kind of really accepted the fact that my mother was not there in my life. So now it came to the part where, we are not actually very close. We don't have that. We have this tremendous gap. The only memories that are there is of childhood and, me trying to approach her. So those feelings are no longer there. So if something did happen to my mother, if she were to die, I think I would be sad. I think I would be, oh, those memories are no longer there. My mother's no longer there. Okay, it's sad, but then I wouldn't be destroyed. I wouldn't be devastated. I wouldn't be the type where I would say that, I can't take it. It's like someone who you love and it's no longer there. It breaks your heart. So it's not something like that. Yeah, yes, I would be a little sad. I would be a little sad, but that would be about it. And if she were to die, I've not been with her for so long. I doubt I would, miss her presence so very much. It's like someone was there working with you in the office, is no longer there. You'd miss that person 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, but after that, business is as usual. So I don't wish her anything bad. If she does get well, good for her. If she doesn't make it through, I doubt she has anything much to live for. She doesn't have much. She doesn't have any money. Forget much money. She's close to her to her son. That is my stepbrother. She's close to him. That's about it. I don't think she's living a very good life. She's just living a normal, average life. So, if I was in her position, I, I wouldn't know why to live. So if she does want to live, that's good for her. If she doesn't have what it takes to live, well, I don't know what to say other than that's her choice. So with regards to me feeling bad or me feeling anything, I don't feel anything. So yeah, that's one more thing about my mom dying or being in the ICU. And finally, with regards to what did I do on my birthday, since many of you asked, I went to sleep at around 4 o'clock after finishing my videos and finishing the upload and writing a couple of articles. I didn't take my sleeping pills, so I slept at 4. Felt kind of heavy. Legs were kind of feeling that numbness because I hardly move a lot. Got up at 12 o'clock. Made sure that I finished my Quora answers. Put up an article on Medium. Now I thought I would sit and finish up these videos that I have. I have a couple of pending videos. So just had a pizza, bought 2 pizzas, one for my wife and one for me. And that was the birthday celebration, if that is what you call it. So apart from that, nothing else. And just doing work. I still have my eyes on the Dell XPS. So that's something I really look forward to buy. The other things I have is just normal everyday goals, that is focusing on studying, reading more books, improving my Photoshop skills, practicing Final Cut Pro. I might be curious about Adobe Premiere, not done it, but would want to try that out. So having said that, I think there's nothing else on my mind. I just thought I'd share these musings about what happened on my birthday, my mother dying, and people wishing me all these many wishes, whatever. I don't know why people even wish. In the social media age, it's become more like a happy birthday everyone sends and doesn't mean anything. So it's more like, having this person send, I'll send you my prayers. They actually send you the prayers through Facebook. So I don't know how that works out. Anyway, Lloyd from LloydMachedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo in Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views. Let me know what you think. If you need my services, remember Think Personal Branding. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Put the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. This is Lloyd Machedo saying goodbye for now. Take care. Bye.